I've had the Samsung Galaxy Book Odyssey for about a month now, and that's given me time to determine what I like and some of the things that disappointed me. And we'll say this up front, I expected better, but I guess that's my fault for having expectations in the first place. I guess the first thing we should talk about is aesthetics. It only comes in one color. It's called Mystic Black. It reminds me a lot of the Mystic Navy that comes with the Galaxy S lineup. That and a chrome Odyssey logo right in the middle of the lid, and the numerous amounts of fingerprints that I've yet to find a way to avoid is certainly something that you wouldn't be embarrassed to carry around. There's a 15.6 inch 1080p IPS LCD screen that leaves a lot to be desired, but we'll talk more on that later. I/O options are two USB-Cs, a USB-A, and an HDMI 2.0 on the left side. On the right side, you have two more USB-As, a Ethernet port, and a micro SD card slot. No Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's not an option, but don't worry, that is not the only disappointment that this $1,400 laptop has to offer. It's 0.7 inches thick, and being 4.1 pounds, it's not overwhelming, but you would definitely feel it in your backpack or on your lap. On the other hand, performance did exceed my expectations. With its 11th gen Core i7 processor and RTX 3050 Ti GPU, it's perfect for my photo manipulation, photo editing, and light duty 4K video editing. Color accuracy is a completely different matter. And here are a few benchmarks that I got on Geekbench, and also a screenshot of how long it took me to export a 17-minute 4K video in DaVinci Resolve. I tried everything I could to get accurate colors out of this thing, and my only solution was to buy a color calibrated external monitor. And after years of loyalty with Samsung, I bought an LG just out of spite. And I feel like Samsung has broken my trust on this one. The example I purchased is a 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of SSD, both which are user replaceable. That's something that is not as common as you would think. I specifically ordered it with Windows 10. They gave me the option when I was checking out, and I specifically clicked Windows 10, but the moment I fired it up, it automatically updated to Windows 11, and I have to be honest, I'm not a fan. It's getting easier, but it's so new, there's just a lot of integration issues between apps. Now, like I said, I've been a Samsung user for many years. Everything from my smartphones to my TVs, to my kitchen appliances, to my washer and dryer. And the reason I bought this was for seamless integration. I thought that everything would work together, I guess in comparison to iPhone and MacBooks. But I could not seem to log in with my Samsung ID on any of the Samsung apps until after about the fourth update. Then they started working a little better, but it still doesn't sync across the board, which is kind of a bummer for me because that's really what I was expecting, was, you know, to be able to send things back and forth and notes sync up and everything. Now, you can use Samsung Flow, which is an app that you download on your phone and that you have on the laptop, but it's just nothing more than basically a message board, and you send things across through that. And the Samsung Galaxy Book Experience, which is an app native to the Galaxy Book that is just for people who have a Galaxy phone. When you click on that, it is nothing more than the Windows Phone Companion. So any Windows laptop would have that. You don't need to buy the Samsung Galaxy Book anything in order for that to work. So I've never really been big into games or gaming. Not with PlayStation, not with Xbox. It's not necessarily just a PC thing. But I did decide that I would try to give it a go. So I created an Xbox account and paid my $1 for my first month and went to start downloading some of the games, and the file sizes were just massive on this thing. And I just, you know, I didn't feel good putting a 150 gig game on my brand new device. So I had to pass on it. But I'm sure it works great. If gaming is anything like editing 4K video, then I don't think you'll have any problems. As far as specs, I don't even know how to intelligently talk about it. So for that, I'm sorry, gamers. I'm sure someone else out there has a great video on it. I do want to talk about the bloatware that came with it. So it did come pre-installed with Facebook Messenger, Instagram, TikTok, and McAfee. Uh, all of that except for Instagram was uninstalled almost immediately, and it felt much lighter after that. McAfee was huge as well. I think that was like 50 gigs. It was ridiculous, and every time I turned it on, it was like subscribe or buy or you need this or whatever, dude. I don't think I do. So thanks, but no thanks. Maybe I'm just spoiled with my Galaxy S devices, or maybe I'm just some boomer that's lost touch with tech. But I can honestly say that I'm a bit disappointed with my purchase, and I'm a bit disappointed in Samsung for releasing something like this. Maybe it'll get better with updates, but you're not going to be able to make the screen better. You're not going to be able to give me better colors. When the apps start working better, the Samsung specifically apps, I'm sure that will get better with updates. But I can honestly say I'm not happy with it. And there's definitely a better experience out there. A better deal, a better experience. So that's my thoughts on the Samsung Galaxy Book Odyssey. So if you found this helpful and, you don't mind, scroll down there and hit that like button. I would appreciate it. If you would like future content, hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I plan to do tech-related videos on Tuesdays and try to do photo-related videos on Fridays. And if you're into that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to just thank each and every one of you for your time. I know it is the most precious thing in the world, and I do not deserve it. But if you give it to me, I promise I'll do everything I can to try to earn it. And with that being said, thanks again, and hope y'all have a great one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.